Get ready for the revolution, the generation evolution. Get ready for the revolution, the generation evolution. And now join Blake, Christian, and Mark as they have fun going through the crazy wrestling world. Get ready for the revolution, the generation evolution. Get ready for the revolution, the generation evolution. And now let's start the show.
Oh my god. What is Aubrey, how are you started yet? Give me that. Oh my god. Live from the Madman Studios in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. You tuned into the Generation Evolution for Thursday, August 13th, 2026. I'm Mike.
I'm Christian.
I'm and apparently we have microphones falling on the middle of the show. We were literally starting the show, and his microphone kept falling. Here's the thing, a little behind the scenes. The batteries on our mics were dying last week, so I charged them over the last couple of days, and I just put them up. And I have a feeling I didn't tighten them right, and his microphone keeps falling down. Like, go figure.
It made it worse. It wasn't that it felt. It was just like.
And by the way, it was during the intro, so nobody saw it but us. Like, nobody saw it but us.
And then all you see is you fixing the damn.
Wait, I could probably get it on the other side because that camera is still rolling and we're playing the intro. But anyway, we're opening up with a brand new song by Kelly Clarkson. It's a brand new single, I'd Be Lying. It dropped actually right after our show last week. So I was like, perfect. I'll use it for this week's show. So, absolutely.
I like it. It's something that
I love it.
it's got a nice groove to it, which is great.
I really like this. So
Yeah.
I always love when Kelly drops new music. So there we go. All right.
Kelly likes it when she drops new music.
I know. She
All right.
works her ass off to get new music.
Drop it like it's hot.
So, anyway, let's get into things. First of all, just so everybody knows, this will not be a marathon show. I realized the last like 3 or 4 weeks we've had marathon shows because we had pay-per-views and previews and reviews and SummerSlam and on John on the show, and there's been a lot going on in the last month. So this week, because this one has plans, and honestly, as the producer of the show, I need a short show. I need to do a short show for a change. So today is going to be a shorter show. Because that's the fact, for the first time in months, we have a light week. Not a whole lot has gone on this week. It's actually a nice change of pace.
I don't know who the fuck you're looking. I'm looking dead at you. You make this shit longer than these.
I do every month from a studio with my birthday kit ladies on VIP month that I got from being a VIP at the show.
Did it cost you $1 million?
It came with the ticket.
Okay.
With the lanyard right behind me. My VIP lanyard is up here next to my everyone's in cancer.
VIP.
So, and I got pointed out on the stage, which was really fucking cool. So anyway, let's get into things. We're gonna get right into things. Oh, this one's going to camp on Monday too. So, like, go on. Oh, one more thing. Me and him are going to be at Fan Expo Chicago on Saturday, separately. There's reasons for that. Because he's going to a panel at the day, and I want to go home. So that's how it works. And but the plan at the moment, I haven't even run it by him yet, but I figured he assumed this because I haven't even run it by him yet, is to do a special show on a special show for talk about Fan Expo Chicago because I'm like him. I have a press pass. I have to do a show. So I have a press pass. So I need him and probably Kyle down here to talk about their experience on the second half of the day because I'm only going to be there for the first half on Saturday.
And somehow Gaga would probably think it's a holding microphone and take it off the stand.
Trust me, this new studio is going to throw him off. Because he has not really been down here for a show yet. We came down here for a tornado warning, not for a show. So not been down here for a show. Yeah,
that's true.
But anyway, for those in Wisconsin area, you know that that's a true statement. So anyway, let's get right into things. We got things to get into. Let's do it.
First topic. Where's it going? Mark will probably be confused and Christian will give him shit for it. It's the question of the week.
What I was just gonna say is, it's great to have a studio in the basement. You can do a show while having a thunderstorm. 'Cause why not?
We've done that before. We have done shows during storms before. This is nothing new. So, well, last week our question of the week was a very complicated sentence, and it's not our fault. It's how that came out of the box. It was favorite place to be stranded for a week if you had to be stranded somewhere. I realized now how complicated that question was. I reread it just now, but we did have the answer.
Okay.
Mandy jumped in and answered New York City, specifically the Peloton Studios. Surprise!
Oh,
Surprise!
Yeah. Jeez.
So
Yeah, that sounds right.
yeah, surprise! Surprise! So who's picking our question this week? I did last week.
Let's
so
have
who's
him do it.
picking it this week?
Ready, set. Stop.
Top one.
I am trying.
You grab like 3.
Pick a card.
Okay.
Ready?
Ready?
Back to do it.
And this week's question of the week is favorite sound in all of sports. What? I'm sorry. I'm telling you.
Well, that's easy for me.
Favorite sound of all
That's easy for
sports.
me. A freaking hockey goal horn. It's literally my favorite thing in the world. Like, I'm not even close.
I know what it
Favorite
is.
thing
It's
in
just
the world.
really satisfying when the basketball does a switch.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's actually a good one.
It's
I'm
just
not gonna
really
lie.
satisfying.
That's a good one.
I don't like
And you know
basketball.
what? And I've been in the building for like intense moments like that. Believe it or not, I used to be a basketball fan. I have been in the building for those. I went to a Nets playoff game one time. So like I've been in the building for moments like that. And actually, no, all seriousness, I used to do in high school. I was the website director. I used to do the website. So I used to go to a lot of sporting events, and I did go to a lot of high school basketball games. And I was in the building for one of those like you only see it on TV, 3-pointer at the buzzer, and then the crowd goes crazy, and the entire building, all the bleachers stand running to the court. I was there for a moment like that. I was there, and the swish is heard for the entire arena.
I'm not a basketball fan, but it's very satisfying to hear just beautiful swish.
Yeah, I completely get that. So
I've got two.
go for it.
Don't take 20 years, please.
No. One is when you're bowling and your ball hits the pins, you get a strike.
Ooh, not bad. Not bad at all, actually.
And that's really powerful sound.
Not bad.
Second one is when Gunther slaps his opponents on the chest.
Is that
Wham! It's like
That
a
still
snap.
works. Actually, you know who's better at that with Big Show? Because you
Yeah.
and then slap.
Yeah. And then it
the
was
crowd would actually listen?
No, we were
It
there
would-
for that.
it
We were
would
there for
sound
one of
like a
those.
bang.
The
when-
crowd would
yeah.
actually listen to the Big
That's
Show when he
great.
did that.
No, that's a great sound.
But it also shows Gunther is a loud chopper where the crowd is cheering, you can still hear it.
So, all right. So that's that. I'll put this up on social media. Hopefully this one gets better because this is actually a really good question. I like this one actually. So, what's up? Just throws it up there. We'll see what everybody says. All right. This is actually a slow week, like I said. So let's get here.
You have entered media mode. You have entered media mode.
You know what's fun about a week like this? There's not a whole lot here. I don't have a whole lot this week because we've had cons, we've had fan fest, we've had fucking SummerSlam and all that kind of stuff. So it's a slow week.
G1.
And next, but that has nothing to do with this mode. It has nothing to do with media mode.
Okay.
There's nothing that comes out of G1 for the media mode because we can't play anything from New Japan on here.
Okay.
For DOY. We got in trouble before. We can't do that. But
New Japan is really,
they're really strict about their content.
I think they're more strict.
Trust
than
me, I've
WWE.
tried. I've tried. They're really strict.
Even if it's is it fan footage that they'll take down?
I never get it. I never get fan footage. No one posts it.
Oh my
Oh,
dear
God.
God. Let's continue. What is that?
You know,
Who's the other
I
one?
have no idea.
What was that?
All right, let's continue. That was Danhausen and goofing around a house show. I couldn't help myself.
Because why not?
Every week. I feel like I'm at Danhausen checking the media one every week. So why
Why
not?
not?
And this one I saved. This one I got about 2 weeks ago. We had so much content the last couple of weeks that I was able to save this one. I do one more thing I saved. I'm going to save for the live show in a couple weeks. This is Eddie Kingston talking about mental health. It's serious. It's a dead serious conversation. He was on a podcast talking about his mental health struggles. And this actually turned out to be a really cool clip.
People say, oh, I'm just trying to get fixed. Fixed for what? Ain't nothing wrong with you. This is life. Everybody's different, dog. You know what I mean? And like, I hate the word normal. I hate that word because my normal's not the same as yours or the next person or that. We make our own normal. You know what I mean? So to me, when I go through my depression or when I start, getting a little bit on edge, that's my normal. It may not be the next man's, but that's mine. And that's fine. You know what I mean? There's nothing to fix. I just need to learn ways of handling it better. And that's what I tell people. Like, therapy's not about fixing. Because ain't nothing wrong with you. You ain't broken. You just got to find a way to handle it better than the next man.
I 100% agree with this. I swear people don't talk about this much. Don't talk about this enough. I 100%. And I've always said the word normal doesn't exist. Normal doesn't exist.
There's a mean stigma on why people don't talk about it, because if they talk about it, then they admit that, number one, they're not perfect. Number two, they have faults.
True.
And there's nothing wrong with that. We all have faults. We all have stuff. We all need to basically understand that there are some things that are sets off people, words, sounds, or whatever. And let's not try to trigger those responses. That way we can keep everyone a nice, even keel.
I agree. I've always said there is no such thing as normal. And there's no harm in going for help. There's no harm in going to therapy. There's no harm in being on medication. We're all on medication.
As long as you can go for it, go for it.
And as long as it's helping you keep going, that's the important part.
We're all individuals, and we all have different things that.
As long as it's working,
we do things. So I mean, we're not all the same. If it was, then it'd be a boring world.
There's a song in Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. It's a crazy reference. It's a weird reference. But where is it? I'm trying to find out. Crazy Ex-Girlfriend is not find the name of the song. But it was it's about medication. It's antidepressants are not that big are not a big deal. It's a fantastic.
I would like everyone to know I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing because I'm pretty sure his phone is connected to the speaker, and all you hear is the tappy.
Oh, sorry.
And that's what I'm laughing about. Hey, type something.
Sorry, I was on Spotify.
No, I wasn't laughing at what he was saying. I was laughing because all you can hear from the speaker is tap, tap, tap. Like the little. Yep.
From the moment that we learn to walk and speak, our parents tell us everyone's unique. Now, I'm not saying that advice is bad, because she wrote it, but honey, you're not special, must go down. Shut up, baker, the grocer in Clark, all on 20 milligrams of sun. The mover, the shaker, the happy homemaker, you'd be surprised how many of them know. Antidepressants are so not a big deal. People do antidepressants. I'm James here for this. Welcome to the club. With open admission, no basket to play. That has no audition. Everyone is special. That's usually the stitch. But when it comes to this, you're such a basic bitch.
I love that damn show. I love that damn show. So, all right. One last thing. So last night we were watching Dynamite. We were watching Dynamite last night. Oh, wait, this picture is taking over the internet today. This is taking over the internet today. So last night we were watching Dynamite. We were all watching the show. We're kind of watching it on and off. And this one's on the couch across from me. I'm in my chair. He's on the couch across from me. And all of a sudden, he starts burst out into laughter. He lost it. He just lost it. And no one said anything. No, I think we're on commercial. Like, nothing was going on. Like, he just cracked up laughing. Because of this.
He's going to do this again.
For those on the audience side, it says, it's those come up and says, Pew Pew Redemption 2.
It's yes. It's
Did one of your friends do this?
No,
this is auto wrestling on Twitter. It's
So
gone all over the place today. This has been everywhere today.
What makes this more funny for me is it's Red Dead Redemption. I love that game. Number 2. So number 3 is so I saved the I screenshot it.
Oh, that.
I screenshot it and saved it to my phone and edited it so it's like the border was out of it. But I completely forgot I was still open on my YouTube. So I back on my YouTube and that's just Pew Pew Redemption.
Whatever, I went on Threads right before the show to see if there's anything else going on. And this was everywhere. This was literally everywhere. Oh, I put this picture. Yeah, this picture was literally everywhere on my friend's account. It was so funny.
So wouldn't it be funny if Nick Foley, instead of going bing bang, would go pew pew?
It's not the same show. It's also not the same show.
I know,
It's
but I'm
It
just
doesn't make any
saying.
sense. It doesn't make any
It's
sense.
Seth
It's
Solo's
Solo's
thing.
thing. It makes no sense.
Pew, pew, pew.
So, all right. That is that. And that being said,
God.
Wow.
You have left me alone. You have left me alone.
okay, so it's a slow news week, which I don't mind.
Sorry, just a warning shot.
It's a very slow. Speaking of some, with you comes the moment family, it's a very slow news week because there's really not been a whole lot going on. But the one thing that did happen was over on NXT, and there's another Samoan in WWE people. There's another one,
Yeah.
which is in reaction, by the way, all over the place. There's another Samoan.
Yeah.
How many more are left?
I don't know anymore.
Uh,
the family tree is ridiculous. So
Right now, I think this is going to be it for a little bit.
I will keep this simple. This is Umaga's son. This is Zilla Fatu.
I can't wait for the grandfather of the grandpa.
By the
of
way,
grandson.
Zilla Fatu debuted almost 20 years to the day of his dad.
Oh, damn.
How crazy is that? 'Cause I saw a graphic of him 20 years ago.
I think that's what they want to do.
But it's nuts. Isn't that crazy when you think about it? That's absolutely crazy.
I think they wanted to debut him on the day for his death.
It's not the day, but close enough. It's close
Close
enough.
enough.
It's very close. It's 20 years because Umaga debuted in 2006.
Yes.
So it's very
But-
close.
But
I would say they.
By the way, it's 5 years to when Solo's a Koa debut.
Fucking hell.
I get it, by the way, and both of those debuts involved Grayson Waller.
True.
5 years ago. I saw a picture. Both of them involved Grayson Waller. By the way, for those who missed it, those had 2 debuted on NXT, interfering in the Cruz Montana Grayson Waller number 1 contendership match, while the champion Tony Jansen was on commentary. This clarifying that for those who didn't see it.
And he killed both of them.
But I'm not gonna lie, here's the problem. And even when I saw him on an indie show, I'm not as impressed as everybody else is right now. I need to see more. I hope that they know what they're doing here.
I
I know he's been the talk of the world. Everybody loves him. I've seen him, and I'm not as impressed as everybody else is. I hope he's as good as everybody claims that he is.
I think with Shawn Michaels and the Performance Center, I think they're basically going to kind of have guidance and direction on how his character is going and what his character is going to be. It can't be similar to Solo Sikora's, so it's got to be something different.
So,
And even if it kind of imitates his dad, that would be a good thing.
So this is for those who are wondering in the family tree. I'm not gonna do the whole history, but I'm just gonna go basics here. Zilla Fatu is Umaga's son, and that means he's Rikishi's nephew.
Right.
He's also nephew to the Tonkin Kid,
Mhm.
and his cousins are the Usos, Jacob Fatu and Roman.
Again, I always thought. Roman,
So there you go.
again, I always thought Roman was the aunt.
Isn't this where we should have Sly and Family Stone? It's a family affair.
So that is that. That is the big story coming
What
out of
the
WWE. I got the reference. It's just weird. Oh, that's not even the strange reference I've heard this week. I've heard Brady Bunch references this week. So don't
What the fuck?
strange thing I've heard this week. I was on TikTok and somebody's like, "Oh my god, I'm obsessed with the Brady Bunch movie this week." I have no idea
Dragon
why.
Tales, Dragon Tales. It's almost time for Dragon Tales.
Where the hell did you pull that out?
His ass.
God, I haven't heard that since you were like 3 years old.
I watched
Sure,
Dragon.
be careful. You'll end up breaking your neck sucking yourself off like that.
And there you go. Oh my God.
Waiting for Daniel to put
Oh,
his
God.
in his butthole.
So anyway, okay, stop.
No, I was actually just moving.
We have to get to the rest of the news.
Moving on.
Other news. I swear to God, we can't win. Last week, Rhea Ripley gets hurt, and they officially made Chelsea Green. They dropped the interim tag on Chelsea
We'll win the surgery.
after the surgery was announced. After our show last week. So we had the show last week. We
Right.
talked about the interim tag. We put the clip up. By the way, a lot of likes for that post. I put it up immediately after the show last week.
Uh-huh.
So I got a lot of likes on all social media platforms. Nobody argued with it. Nobody disagreed with us. It was awesome. They did it just on SmackDown. Did a tag match against the Influence, and then she gets hurt.
Was
And
the
it's a
third,
broken-
second, or third person?
It's a broken optimal bone.
Orbital.
What did I say?
Optimal.
Orbital bone.
Yeah.
And in minimum, she'll be out 4 months. Minimum. 4 months.
Are we like? Is this
That's it. That's not an exaggeration or a
Wait.
joke. Rich Cam
Is-
probably confirmed this on
Is
everything
this
the
like
other
the
day.
second or third person that faded away?
This is the third.
Third.
The third.
So who were they?
I saw a graphic. I saw a graphic for it. I think it was Rhea was hurt by them,
Right.
and then Chelsea, and there was a third. I can't think of what the third one was.
Was it Bailey?
Brie.
Oh yeah, it was Brie. It was Brie.
Okay.
It was Brie.
Because it was.
Yeah, it was Rhea first, then Brie, and now Chelsea.
Okay. So
And there goes women's champion again.
who within fatal influence is
We don't know.
causing?
We don't know. That's the problem. Every injury's been different. Every injury's been different. Every single one of them's been different. That's the problem. There's no. It's not like Nia Jax. You can do like back when she was really sloppy. She's not sloppy anymore.
Right.
Time for that. Nia Jax not sloppy anymore.
She's been.
Yeah.
and she don't believe that she was sloppy back
Also,
then.
she's also said. People have also said she's one of the safest wrestlers.
Yeah, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
She's
I'm
one
like,
of the
but back in the
safest
day,
wrestlers.
we missed this now. Back in the day, she was sloppy, but you can point out it was just her. Problem is, there's the three of them. There's always mistakes. The three of them. It doesn't always seem to know what's happening here. People are leaning on Fallon Henley, but nobody seems to know 100%.
I mean, Fallon Henley is more of the tougher, like striker one out of the three of them. But also, JC Jane. Again, you don't know. And what's the other one name?
Laney.
Lady Reed, she's still new.
Yeah.
She's still really
Which,
young.
which,
She's
nope,
the least experienced of the three.
Right.
which it also could be to example of.
Maybe Jane's the most experienced of the three,
Yeah.
too. She's the most experienced.
But Laney, what's her name again?
Laney Reed.
Laney Reed.
She could also be the. I'm not saying because she's new, but also because she's a newer one. She could maybe not be as experienced and maybe mess up once in a while.
You know what? I'm actually going to move something up later on the show and move up here. Because we had a comment. 2 weeks
Okay.
ago, we had a conversation just like this about Storuka.
Right.
2 weeks ago.
Right.
Talking about Storuka.
Right.
I put that up on our YouTube page.
Right.
And we had a comment from a friend of the show, Nate Lindbergh. Responded.
Oh, the Nate Lindbergh?
Our friend Nate Lindbergh, who
All right.
I was trying to get on the show a couple of weeks. We're just the schedules were not working right now because of the summer.
Okay.
But he put up a post on our YouTube page. And actually posted it dropped right before our show last week, so I didn't get a chance to bring it on this show. So it's a good time to clean up on a slow week.
Okay.
This is what Nate said. Nate said, I think it's a lack of reps without house shows. In NXT, they're constantly going over matches before the TVs. On the main roster, they're traveling, doing media, etc. Without house shows, and wages that they aren't practicing nearly as much as they did in the PC. 20 to 30 years ago, you wrestled 3 to 5 nights a week. Now you have a match or two a month, unless you're a bigger star. How can you get 10,000 hours in to become an expert when you wrestle 90% less than the generations before you?
That makes
There it is.
That
Ties in
makes
with the conversation
perfect-
we were just having.
that makes perfect sense. That's something you can't argue against. And here's the thing.
And even if you train outside, it doesn't really do anything.
No, it
Once-
doesn't. You need to be in the ring. You need to be
Yes.
in the ring, getting your callus, getting your stuff done. I mean, you
Because
have to.
here's the once you get called up to the main roster, you feel like there's more pressure on yourself to perform better at a different level. And you want to basically show and hone your craft. But sometimes when you do this, you get a little too carried away and make an unexpected mistake, which is going to injure your partner.
Or you.
In this, yeah,
or you in general, or you. Look
You
at
know.
like, it happens to everybody. It happens.
It's always
I
hard.
mean,
Yeah, it's always a perfect example.
She was doing a basic drop down.
Didn't that happen to Rich Holland when he got hurt the first time? He got hurt. He just stepped wrong and he ended up tearing his ACL.
Yeah.
Like it happens.
Yeah.
The basic
And,
moves happen.
and I hate to say it, but Vince McMahon.
Hey, man, he
He's-
tore both of his
He
quads.
slid into the
He
ring.
tore both of Triple H. Same thing happened to him. He
Triple
tore his
H.
quad. For Kevin Nash, my
Twice.
favorite injury of all time is
Right.
Kevin Nash stepping in the ring and tearing his quad. My favorite injury of all time.
Like the most basic action in wrestling. You do even the
And those are
slightest.
experienced people. Those are extremely experienced.
right.
And to Nate's point, that experience doesn't exist anymore, unfortunately.
Right.
Except the people like the older Cody and Punk and the older
Roman.
I mean-
Roman and Randy Orton, all them. But the newer wrestlers don't have that.
Right.
Right
I
now.
mean, in case in point, Shawn Michaels,
I
when
think the
doing house
only
shows
one-
and everything, because
Those
you're
are in the indies.
No, the only one I would say is Javon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Devon's also really young too. He's
Right.
also like, he's like 22.
But I was also,
Right.
but I'm also saying because he's a bigger star than most people on the main roster right now.
But he's also Jarvon Evans was on the indies, wasn't he? Was he an indie
Jay
first?
Malachi, yes.
Yeah. So my point is though, he has indie history. There's a lot of people that come up. Obafemi has no indie history. He literally came up
from the PC.
from the PC.
And holy shit, he's
through
one of
the,
the
through
safest
the
guys.
NAL through the NAL system.
Yeah.
And he's extremely safe, but he also was learning from someone like a Brock Lesnar, who people say
Hey.
is one of the safest people in the ring.
Just don't. The only time he was not safe is when Braun Strowman did a knee straight to the
And
head.
that's different. That's different.
No,
That's a receipt. That's a receipt.
Yeah.
That's
That's what I'm
different.
trying to
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
The only time when the safe wrestlers will do something actually physical is if you receipt.
Because
That's different though. I think
But
it's
that's a
different.
receipt. But that's the only time I can think of.
People say that I think Undertaker was talking about the Chris Van Fleet because he did the live show with Fan Access. And he said he loved wrestling Brock because you never felt much of anything especially when he hit a tire, when you never felt it. That's amazing to me. Like, that's insane to me.
And then how many times Brock and Taker's face, they know what to do and what not to
So
do.
if Oba's gonna learn from someone like him,
Right.
that's great.
Because to Opa's point, his background is in track because I believe he thought shot put.
he did shop it. That's right.
And-
Video
and-
or SummerSlam.
Right.
Track
And
field.
there was no amateur wrestling at all.
Absolutely not. As a matter of fact, when we saw him in NXT, I think that was like his 6th professional match.
if you
Right.
can learn from
Brock
Brock
Lesnar
Lesnar
and all of
from-
them, the whole
Right.
roster.
when did he debut?
2002.
If you can learn from a guy who's been wrestling for over
On
20,
and off for 25 years.
24, 25 years.
It's insane.
I think in one of the safest wrestlers, I think you're going to be good.
But yeah, just using that as Pippin's example, he's an NAL wrestler.
I
Right.
said Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, well, he's an NAL wrestler, so like that's the perfect example. Like
Right.
a lot of NAL people, there's not a lot of the indie stars anymore like there used to be, and that's another problem. It's another problem.
I think the
Mhm.
only recent indie-ish, but I would say more because she's from Stardom, Julia.
Oh, that's Julia. Actually, I won't even count the women because like Stephanie Bakir has a history. So does Julia. So does Daria. So does all the. But Saruka doesn't. Saruka has no history. You know what I mean? Like people like that. After we were talking about
Right.
how this whole conversation started with Saruka. She has no history. Lainey Reed has no history. I'll excuse because she was in the performance center for 5 years. So I'm gonna excuse that. She had 5 years of training in WWE style.
What happened to Gigi?
Gigi is currently in TNA, actually, I believe. I listened to her in GCW recently tagging with Shotzi.
Hmm.
Her GCW recently tagging with Shotzi.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, it's fucking great.
What the-
They're like a faction right now. I think it's GCW and LW. It's Shotzi, Gigi, Priscilla Kelly, Killer Cross, and Sid Scarlett.
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
That's a faction right now.
That's,
Isn't that nutty
That is the
faction?
indie team. Like, I don't think you ever see that anywhere else.
So
I mean, the background with the performance center is I think they would like an athlete that basically doesn't have an amateur
But
wrestling
the problem is you
background.
want a mix. I think you should have a mix. Honestly, I think there should be a mix. There should be someone take I'm trying to think of somebody recent. Did not work with what the fuck is his name? Olympic wrestler. He came in. He had like 2 matches. That didn't work. Gable Stevenson. Dave Stevenson.
Thank
That
you.
didn't work.
Yeah.
But then there's Chad Gable, who was an Olympic wrestler, but
Right.
he also trained as a professional wrestler. Like
Right.
he was Olympics. He was in the Olympics.
Well, I Aaron Wolf.
Aaron Wolf was Olympian. And by the way, can I say, holy shit, he's gotten so much better in the G1. He looked from the day we saw him on day 1 to this morning when I watched him, he's come a long way in the last month. Holy shit. He has improved so much in the last month.
Yes, what was it?
We're talking about the G1 more in a couple minutes, but like
But motherfucker pulled out a fucking Canadian story like it was nothing.
he had a match with Zack Sabre Jr. this morning, which was one of my favorite matches of the week. Like, he had a great match this morning. I watched it live. I happened to tune in live this morning. I watched everything live this morning. But Aaron Wolf, but that's Japan though, and that's different. But he passed the whole. He actually got past the young boy. He was never a young boy. That's weird in New Japan. They have young boys.
Umino?
Sure, Umino, he's had a whole different problem. But back to WWE stuff, like WWE stuff, it's like it doesn't happen as often as it should. Like we don't have like bringing in Evil was something different for recently for NXT. Like that was different for them. Like Grayson Waller doesn't have indie wrestling history, but he's damn good.
Yes, he does.
Not extensive.
Well, he has
In
some.
Australia? In
Yes.
Australia? Okay.
Yeah.
And
I know he's in Australia. He's
Only
Survivor
reason
Australia.
why I know that is sometimes there's like Finisher Evolution videos come on my
Okay.
feed, and he was not in NXT or WWE, and it was like he had the stomp he did.
Fair enough.
He had that when he was in Australia.
I didn't know that.
That's the only reason why I know that.
The reason I know about Australia, he was on Survivor Australia. That's what I know. Because I know Johnny Fairplace runs with him. That's why I know that.
The only because didn't look like NXT. It looked like because you can also
Pre-NXT?
you can also, no it was not pre NXT either. You can clearly tell that the commentary is Australian as fuck.
Okay, fair enough. But no, but my point, our pointer is still standing.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Our pointer is still there.
Mhm.
And thank you, Nate, by the way, for writing in. I appreciate that. That was really nice. And more of that. That's what we mean by comments and feedback. Give us something to talk about. Like,
Yeah.
give us the topic to talk about.
Yeah.
Especially adding to the question. Are you okay? You banging your knee? Oh, he's getting a knee cramp in the middle of all
No,
this.
it's right here.
Okay, well, he's dealing with this cramp.
Okay.
Let's follow up something from last week. Last week we were talking about the, as I wrote in my notes here, the Lucha versus Roman Reigns tournament that's going on right now.
No. Brackets.
Well, the tournament's going on right now.
All right.
And we have brackets. We have official brackets. Last week we did brackets, and I was guessing on what were going to happen. And can I say, I was right. I was right. Here are the official brackets. They actually blow it up on a bigger screen for us to look at better. It is Penta obviously advanced over Laredo Kid. He already advanced. We have Psycho Clown La Parca. La Parca is my pick to win this, by the way. Dragon Lee versus El Hijo del Dr. Riker Jr.
Mine's favorite.
Ray Phoenix versus El Pascal.
Yeah.
El Pascal, how did I say that?
Yeah.
Am I saying it right?
Pascal. Yep.
Am I saying it right? Okay.
Yes.
And those are and I called it. I said, and people, and I know Josh, my friend Josh was like, how can you not include 2 people? I told everybody that Dom and El Grande were not going to be in this because they're in the tournament. They're going to be in the main event the night before. So it's ridiculous for them to be in here.
Right.
Well, you know
in
who
this tournament.
Well,
The only person I'm surprised about is Mr. Iguana.
Yes.
He's the one person I'm surprised is not in here.
All right.
well, also, I like it how the only match that will not be on Raw, SmackDown, or Raw, SmackDown is
Well, not even
Psycho-
SmackDown. It's only on Raw. They're only doing it on Raw.
Okay,
That's
well,
the part.
the only match that's not on Raw is Psycho Clown.
And that's happening live. Apparently, no. I found out why. This week's AAA show is live. They're taking advantage of it this week because it's the first show of the new tapings. It's the first show of their final taping for WrestleMania, and it's live. So that's why they're doing that show on Saturday live. That's why I found that. I didn't know that until I was wondering how they're going to do that, and that's how they're doing it. So they did have something special on their live show. That's why the Psycho Clown La Parca match is happening over there. That's the reason.
Okay.
I expect La Parca to win that because Psycho Clown was attacked by some mystery guy last week, and I expect the mystery guy to appear in this match. I think mystery guy because he doesn't have a name yet. That's why I'm saying it that way.
And we kind of figured out that Penta and Ray Phoenix won't be in it because.
Oh, they're in it. They are in it.
Well, no, but I mean, as far as the final people.
It might be. It might be though. They might do Penta and Ray in the final because they didn't mean they don't have to. If they do Lucha Bros at Triple Mania, you gotta think about it this way. In the universe of WWE, the
Right.
Lucha Bros aren't together.
Correct.
In AAA storylines, they are,
Yeah.
but on Raw, they're not. So you could get away with doing a Ray versus Penta match,
Oh.
and
But
no one will
that-
probably
but
think of
that,
him.
that would take out La Parca though.
Yeah, I don't want that to happen, but they could do it.
Mhm.
I'm just saying as an example of what he
Right.
said. They can do that. I think it should be the park. But again, for Monday Night Raw, you can main event the second hour with Ray versus Penta, and no one's going to be upset about that. Like, no one will be upset about that on
When
Raw.
was the last time they faced on
I couldn't think about it.
AEW?
I'd have to look it up. I don't have the time right now today, but I don't remember. It had to be. It has to be triple. It has to be either that or Lucha Underground. Like, that's about it. I can't think of it.
Lucha Underground.
No, because they tried to do a storyline in AEW where
But I don't think they ever had a match. I don't think they ever got to it.
one.
Maybe, but that's about it. Like, that's the problem. They don't wrestle much. Well, actually, no. Actually, I can give you something. Penta's open here. They've never, ever had a feud. They've had one-on-one matches. They've done matches against each other, but they've never had a feud. They've always wanted to do a feud where they're tagging together and they do the breakup. They've never done that. They're either singles or they're a tag team. They've never done the tag team breakup.
The match I would like to see would be Penta versus La Parca.
Right? You keep on trying to say LA Park.
That'll be the second
Because-
round. That'll be the second round.
Yeah.
Because more than likely, like I said, they're doing a whole story with Psycho Clown right now.
Mhm.
And Psycho Clown will be taken out by that new guy that don't have a name yet. And so that would be the time to do it. You know what I mean? So I would probably do it in the second round. So I'm trying to see if I can quickly find something. I cannot find anything. Oh, here we go. Penta, a 0 on the left. Let me see. Actually, let's try to quickly look this up. And according to this, that doesn't help me. What the fuck is this? This is not helpful. What the fuck is this? Oh, no. There we go. I was on the wrong way. I was on ratings, not actual matches. The last time they had a match together, I can't. Wow. Holy fuck. There's a whole bunch of matches in AEW. They're tagging together.
Yeah.
I'm literally just going like cage match. I'm just trying to find something. They were on opposite sides.
Because
I
wasn't
can't find anything.
wasn't-
I'm just skimming through it. They're
Death
tagging
Triangle
together.
wasn't it?
I
They
mean,
called
2022.
didn't they call their faction just Death Triangle,
Death Triangle.
with Pac in it?
Yeah, because I even have Phoenix, Penta, and Taya tying the other in AAA. Like I don't have, they don't have many matches against each other. Like I'm literally going. I'm in 2021.
Maybe look up when was the last time they faced.
I literally put Penta versus Ray Phoenix. And I'm getting other tag matches.
Fucking hell.
Like that's how I looked it up.
I think
And in 2019. I'm in 2019.
I think the time he did was in Lucha when Penta
I
was
swear they
heel.
had a match.
I'm still looking at it, and there's nothing in AEW. I'm past the beginning of AEW now.
So
They're
Lucha,
always Lucha Bros. They're always Lucha Bros.
Lucha Underground would
Found
probably
it.
be the last.
Got it. The last time they had a match was at WrestleCon 2019.
Oh my
April 4th, 2019 at
Lord.
WrestleCon.
Damn.
Nope.
That is the last time they had a match one-on-one, and that was probably just a match to do a match because of WrestleCon. That's a long time ago. That's pre-pandemic WrestleMania. That's WrestleMania. Was that WrestleMania 35?
Pretty sure.
That's WrestleMania 2019. That's WrestleMania 35.
Yeah,
2020 was 36. The WrestleMania 35 weekend.
Wow.
That's the last time they had a one-on-one match together. That is on Cage Match. That's insane. So that's crazy, isn't it? Like when you put it that way. So, and that's that. So we'll talk about that. So I'm sticking with the Parker, but I wouldn't be surprised if they do Penta versus Ray. What do you think? You're not easy in the bracket.
The Parker.
I gotta go with La Parca.
Okay, fair enough. Again, I wouldn't be surprised either way at this point. I honestly wouldn't be surprised. One thing about those, you're going to throw it to a graphic having to do with the AEW Continental Cup, but honestly, there's no point in talking about it when
C3?
I'm not calling it that.
He's trying so
Continental
hard.
Cup. I'm not bringing it up here because there's no point because there's how the match is on Saturday. We'll get more into it next week show.
But remember, they're randomly drawn.
Randomly drawn my ass.
Yeah, by throwing
Your ass
darts
is
at
randomly drawn?
Well, it might be. You don't know.
by throwing darts at names at a dartboard.
All right, so let's get to the G1, which is the G1 block play finally ended this morning, which is absolutely crazy. And I joked when I started making today when I got home. For 2026, I officially survived block play. as everybody knows how long this is to watch and how nerve-wracking, how crazy it is to watch these matches. One whole month of matches is finally over. And what a G1 it was, I'm not going to lie. A lot of fun. Standouts for me were obviously your Ice, who was fantastic. He only got pinned one time in the entire tournament because every single other match he lost was by knockout or count out. He got pinned one time, and it was in the last match.
By who?
I think I think it was Shingo, but it was like he did
No,
not.
it was because when I left, that was the match.
But like it was a one hell of a tournament. Like, can I get good? And by
Would you
the
say
way,
he's the dark horse of the tournament?
I loved him so much. I thought he was great. And then Aaron Wolf, like you were talking about a minute ago, he came and he stood out fantastic. Like he grew from the night we started in Chicago all the way up. Like he was great. I really enjoyed that. Overall, I really enjoyed this G1, and a lot of people were bitching about it, but I thought this was a fun G1.
So, who is on top on the?
That's what it's about. Well,
Okay,
I'm setting it up, setting it all up here.
Got it.
So this weekend, obviously, I was actually just trying to find something here. I'm trying to find the final standings with us so that I can set it up. That's what I was trying to do. Yeah, 2 seconds here.
You can see look at my arm. Like
Tan?
in the
Is that a tan? Is that your tan line?
yeah.
That's amazing.
Oh my god.
Now, if there's one thing I will give New Japan credit for this year, they went youth movement for the Final Four. They went straight up youth movement.
Good.
And here's the funny part. A few years ago on the Blake and Sal show, we were supposed to have Kelly Wills on the show, and Kelly had it back out at the last minute. And it was just me and Mark. And we were talking about Dominion.
Yeah.
And we didn't know who Yoda Suji was yet, because it was his first match back from his first match back in the main event of Dominion.
Mm-hmm.
If you had told me that man would be a 2-time IWGP World Heavyweight Champion now, I would never believe, and one of my favorite wrestlers in New Japan, I would never believe it. So, all right, here are the final standings officially for the G1. On the B block, Shota Umino obviously was withdrawn from the tournament because of an injury. And by the way, Gabe Kidd, such an asshole. Gabe Kidd is, after his final match this morning, he grabbed the microphone and congratulated Shota Umino on a fantastic G1 tournament.
What a flipping!
And my favorite part of this troll wasn't the fact that he said it, but he said it in Japanese. So then Charles had to translate it in English.
This motherfucker.
Which made it even more of a best. One of my favorite trolls in a long
motherfucker.
time.
Oh, just pour salt in that wound.
Great-O-Khan, by the way, officially finished last in the G1 with 6 points. And I say this because Jake Lee also got 6 points, but he beat Great-O-Khan. So by tiebreaker, Great-O-Khan was the bottom of the barrel this year. And so, by the way, this was the second year in a row Great-O-Khan was last place in the G1. So next year he'll be playing in or not even qualify at all. Aaron Wolf, 8 points.
Yay.
Oscar, 8 points. Hanare, 8 points. Shingo, 8 points. Go to Ice, 8 points, but all those points were fucking awesome. His points were great. Hiroki Goto finished with 8. Sonata finished with 8. Zack Sabre Jr., who did not win a fucking match after the Chicago for like 4 or 5 shows, ended up with 10 points somehow. I'm not sure how that happened.
How the hell would he do? Buy points?
Jill Maloney ended up with 10.
Okay.
Really good showing. Ren Narita ended up with 10, although we're cheating torture points, but whatever, it's still a thing. But like, whoever the fuck played Ren Narita versus Gabe Kidd for the final day of block play, what the fuck are you thinking on that one? Bolton Oleg, who had a fantastic tournament, got knocked out on the final day of block play. He got 10 points.
Okay.
And he got knocked out because Great-O-Khan threw him through a table and he lost his last match by count out. Gabe Kidd got knocked out of the final bracket on the last moment because for the tiebreakers, he finished with 12 points. Everybody now has 12 points from here on out. Tiebreakers with the side of the final 4. Kenosha Katesha, last year's G1 winner, got knocked out on the last day. He also had 12 points.
Oh, Luke.
He got knocked out on tiebreakers. So that leaves us with the final 4. It is the A block winner, the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion Yota Tsuji from the Unbound Company, and Yuya Uemura, the B block second seed from Hantai, and Kyle Newman won the B block from United Empire, beating Hinare, by the way, this morning in a fucking bloody battle. Versus Hoya Owa from TMDK, who finished second in the A block. That is your final 4 for the G1 Climax 2026.
I'm telling.
That is it. And
Newman,
how this works,
yeah.
on Saturday, these are the matches. This is it. These are the matches for Saturday. The winner stays off for the championship on Sunday. That is it. We are at the end.
Suji is going to be Suji Newman.
The biggest Suji Newman. Well, here's the
Yes.
thing. Here's something you probably don't realize. If it's Unuma versus Kyle Newman, it's a rematch from the New Japan Cup that Newman won.
Well, there you go.
So that's intriguing. So there's a lot of cool matchups here.
If it does happen, I think Newman's still going to win.
Newman's been my pick this entire time.
Newman is. I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it. A younger version of Osprey.
No
That's literally the gimmick. That's literally the gimmick.
No, but I mean.
No. That's literally what the gimmick is.
I know, but.
By the way, just to say what I was saying about the youth movement. Umina is 31. Yota Tsuji is 32. That's it. That's the oldest. Kyle Newman is 23 years old. And who did I say the other one? OEY is 27. So we have 32 is the oldest person in the final 4. That is insane. Jeez. When you think about like Okada and Takahashi and all them and Ibushi and Naito, who are in these the last years, they're almost in their 40s.
My friend,
so young. I love this.
My friend Rage's reaction to Ibushi's real age, because he thought this entire time he was like 30 something. He looked it up. He's like, "Excuse me, what?"
I know. A lot of people say that about Shelton Benjamin too. People don't believe he's almost 50.
Damn, he looks good.
But anyway, this is it. Obviously my pick is Kyle Newman. I think if they're gonna do this, you do Newman and Numina in the final again, like you did at the New Japan Cup, and then you show this is the stars. This is your future stars. Even if Newman doesn't win, he's in the final with the G1, and one of the toughest G1s I've seen in a long, long time.
So, let's say if Newman wins this all, do you see the rest of United Empire coming into the ring with him?
Yeah, absolutely. Except for Osprey, who Osprey's not going to be it.
Right. Isn't that every single time if you're in a faction?
It depends on the year. It depends on the year. It depends on what's going on. Like Bushi wasn't in a faction when he went back to back.
Well, that's why I said.
Yeah, I'm not. Problem is, I don't know. But the problem is they haven't had a faction guy win in a while. Because last year Takesha wasn't in a faction. He was in the Nakal family, and they were in America.
Right.
So I'm not even sure how that would work. Honestly, we'll find out, I guess. But this is intriguing. This is an intriguing match. I'm going to stick with my pick.
Okada. He was in Chaos.
But they didn't have Chaos come out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They didn't have Chaos come out, though. They didn't have Chaos come out.
Yeah, that's an example.
But this is interesting. I like this. This is going to be a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to these matches. I'm not going to lie. like I said, I'm going to go Numina versus Newman. Newman win the whole damn thing.
Yeah.
Although I picked Newman to win this thing, but I won't be surprised either way. I know you're picking Newman. I knew that, but who's he facing? Suji?
The other guy.
Numina?
Yeah.
I gotta go Newman and Suji.
Oh, you heard nothing. There's not a bad matchup here. No, even if Newman loses, there's not a single bad matchup
he's
here.
making it to the finals.
Yeah, but there's not a single bad matchup of these four. Like, not a single bad matchup.
How do you say the other guy's last name?
Oiwa?
Oiwa is not winning.
Yeah.
He's not being.
But I like this so much. This is going to be awesome. This is going to be a fun fucking tournament.
All these four, were they at one point young boys from the dojo?
Absolutely. Okay. Then, well, remember Yoda Suji, remember when he made event to Dominion, he had just come back from his excursion. So this is a big deal. I like this a lot. So that is our G1 final, and we've come a long way with the G1. We're here. It's nuts, isn't it? Like we went from Chicago, touring around the country, and here we are finally finishing up the G1.
Yep.
And that is except we're gonna have a short show today. After we have a short show, because that's all I got. That's all we got this week. We are done for the week. So I'm gonna close out. It's another brand new song from our artist that I love so much. This is a brand new Bare Naked Lady song. He says, "I'm careful." In parentheses 4D. And they have not performed this at a show, but they performed this for the soundtrack. At the request from the crowd, they recorded performance for the very first time at our soundtrack.
Right.
That was pretty cool, because they kept forgetting the work because they song they had not practiced stuff yet. So they recorded it for the very first time. And I got it on video and I actually got it posted over on the BNL fans Instagram page. So that's pretty cool. So that is where we leave us. So, Christian, what are you up to right now?
It's kind of slow.
What are you doing? What are you up to? Like, what have you been up to lately?
It's just been wrestling. That's pretty much
Are
it.
you back to that again? You're back to wrestling?
Yeah, we stopped water park for a little bit. It started getting bored.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't told you that was going to happen. Doing your ADD, I'm not surprised.
It was fun, though. Follow me at the Villains 67, the Villains Riley on YouTube. I have no idea what the hell we're going to be doing. Just join me whenever. That's it.
Go ahead.
You can find the show, rate and review us, and like us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts.
You know.
I know.
Why are you holding your ear like that?
I'm doing my announcer, but I'm sorry. Apple
Say
Podcasts.
the words, dumb bitches, and you magically appear.
Oh, fuck you. iHeartRadio and other social media places like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and a whole lot more. If you really want to find us and rate and review, leave a comment.
Aside from my own actions, what did I do to deserve this?
You can find us at Generation Evolution 00.
Do not forget the 00. Get the wrong goddamn show.
Oh, that's for sure.
All right, you can find me at legend76.blogspot.com. You can also find my side project, which I kind of took a little break from, but I'm going to get back into it this week. Living the Glory. I'll finish up 2000 and unfortunately get the 2001, which I'm not looking forward to doing, but maybe a little bit therapeutic. There will be a little bit therapeutic for me for that bad gaming. But anyway, that's if you know, you know. But you'll find me on TikTok at Reliving the Glory. So it's exactly now where I start plugging into the show. First of all, the plan is on Sunday to grab this one and Kyle to do a Fan Expo Chicago review. If I don't have them, I still got to do it. So there'll be a show on Sunday talking about Fan Expo. Next week, believe it or not, we're going to be previewing TNA Lockdown.
Holy shit.
Isn't that crazy? We're previewing that next week because we're attending that show. We're previewing it next week. And then, of course, join us for our live summer special with special guests John and Sal on Saturday afternoon, August 29th at 12 noon Central Time. And I'll talk about RapCon as well.
Do we have drinks with little umbrellas?
If you want to have your umbrellas, buy them. We'll put them in drinks. That's not difficult. So, that being said, thank you all for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this shorter show than normal. We're back next week. I'm Christian.
I'm Mark.
And you've been tuned into the Generation Evolution. Have a good day, everybody.
Hey, guys, we'll see you in the stands and have a good weekend.
Thank you for joining us inside the Generation Evolution. We'll be back next week.
Thank you so very much. Goodbye. Mwah, and good night.
Good night.
Pew.